Yo guys, it's your boy Jay. I'm here to say I got another story time today. Okay, as you can tell by the title, this story time is it's pretty embarrassing. It's pretty embarrassing. Not for me, but for the person who made the story time possible. But before we get into the story, of course, I don't know if you guys know what hentai is, so I'm gonna put the actual dictionary definition of what hentai is. So yeah, that's what hentai is. So I'll get into it. So I got this friend, right? We'll call him Levi. There we go. Like the guy from Attack on Titan. Yeah. Whoa. But so yeah, we'll call him Levi. Now Levi, I'm not gonna lie. He was a real big fan of anime, right? I'm a big fan of anime too, but not like he was. Like, he was one of them people where like anything English, anything with like real people in it, he didn't like it. He didn't like American cartoons at all. He didn't like. Yeah, so he just really liked anime a whole lot. And so one day I'm over his house, right? And we're just chilling, relaxing. He had this it's almost like a love seat, but if you cut it in half and it was just one chair, he had one of them in his room. So I was just sitting there playing on my phone. I was either playing on my phone or I was playing because he had an Xbox and then he had a computer. So he was like sitting there like on his bed, basically watching the computer while I was watching the Xbox. Cause the way his room was set up was it was like when you walk in, like all the way over in the corner was his bed, and then like if you look to the left, there'd be like the chair and the like the little like I guess TV was like all the way to the right. So yeah. So I was playing the game or whatever. I think I was either playing the game that you guys see like for the commentary, or I was playing Call of Duty. It was one of them. But so I'm playing the game. He's sitting there, he's relaxing, chilling, whatever he's doing, and he basically asked me like, "Yo, you watch this anime called Soul Eater?" And I was like, "No, I don't." And he was like, "Oh, well, it's a pretty good like anime. You want to watch it with me?" And I was like, "Well, how far like in are you?" Because a lot of people ask like to ask me like, "Oh, you want to watch this with me?" And I'd be like, "Oh, well, where are you?" "Oh, I'm at the last episode." You done already finished the anime. But he was like, "No, I'm at the literal like first episode. I'm almost done the first episode." So I was like, "Alright, would you mind watching it all over again?" He was like, "Oh yeah, never mind." Like basically he was like, "Yeah, I'll watch it all over again." So I'm like, "Alright, cool." Like, so basically I had like got in my chair. I was trying to move it closer because I didn't want to like sit on the bed and make it all homo and everything like that. But so I'm sitting there like in the chair, and while I'm bringing the chair over, I hear him like clicking a whole lot, like like the mouse clicking. So I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Nothing." And I was like, "Bro, you're not clearing out your hentai, are you?" Mind you, I said that it was a joke. It was a joke. So when I say this, he like gives me this smile. And when he smiled, I was like, "What are you smiling for?" And he was like, "So you like hentai too?" And I was like, "Whoa, no, I don't. It was a joke." And he was like, "Oh, because that is what I was clearing out." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Because, I'm not going to judge him. Everyone likes their own thing. Hentai's just not my thing. So he was like, "Well, I know an anime that's better than Soul Eater. We could watch that one, but I haven't started it yet, but I heard it's real good." So I'm like, all right. And then my first red flag should have been the fact that he chuckled at the end, right? That should have been the first red flag. But then the second red flag should have been the fact that he got off of like the website that he was watching anime on, and clicked on another tab, even though he just confirmed that all the other tabs were hentai. So now, I'm sitting there. I see him look it up, and when I seen the thumbnail, I immediately told him like, "Nah, we can watch Soul Eater instead." The thumbnail was it was crazy. It was crazy. It was it was crazy. Basically, all I'm gonna say, because this is YouTube, it was tentacles and like a high school girl. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, so now like I'm like, yo, come on, go back to the anime. He's like, nah, bro, let's watch this. So I mean, I can't really tell him what to do. So I was basically just like, you know what? This may not be hentai, This might be, cause at this point I was kind of like being like, yo, this is probably hentai. But then I was like, this may not be hentai. You never know. A lot of people like, try to pirate anime because they don't want to pay that Crunchyroll price, that Funimation price. So So I started watching it, and at first it was all normal. It was just like, basically it was just almost like a horror movie. It was basically like this girl. She was like, I think she was like, she had to stay home late for a class or whatever, and some monsters start chasing her. So the monsters chasing her and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I was high key like I high key wanted to see what was gonna happen because I've never watched like in like a horror anime. So I'm watching it, and it was all good until the monster actually caught her. See, when the monster caught her, I'm thinking, okay, he's about to kill her. No, the first thing I see, the monster rips her pants off, and when the second he did that, I got up out the seat. And I was like, alright, bro, cut it off. He was like, no, bro, watch it. And as he's saying this, like, you can kind of like hear the girl like start to make sounds and stuff, and I'm like, no, bro, I'm not trying to watch this. Like, come on, please. And he's like, bro, it's just getting good. So when he said that, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm gonna go downstairs and get a drink of water, bro. So I go to walk towards the door, and he's like, bro, are you sure? Mind you, at this point, it's like, it's not even just sounds at this point. Like, you can hear, like, and, like, just tentacles. Bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna go get some water. So he's like, all right, bet. So I go downstairs. Well, no, I opened the door, right? And I opened the door. I remember, like, his sister, like, looked at me real weird, like, ew, like, what are you doing? And I was like, what? And she was like, oh, nothing. And then, like, I go downstairs to get the drink of water, and I remember she followed me downstairs. So now I'm like, okay, either, like, she's about to question me about what he's watching in there, or, like, she's about to make fun of me for watching it with him, even though I really did think it was just anime, you know what I'm saying? So like, I go to get the water, and I'm drinking the water, and she was like, were you guys watching hentai in there? And, like, when she said that, I almost wanted to spit the water out, because, like, it just completely caught me off guard, because it was, like, the way she said it was, like almost, like, intrigued or something. And I was like, well, he is watching it in there, but I'm not. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, don't mind it. He does that often. What? Often? So when she said often, I was like, wait. You mean like this is regular for him? And she was like, yeah, he always does it. Like, why would he not? And I was like, wow. How often? Because, some people often could be like every month, every week. She says that he watches like these hentai shows more than he watches anime. And when she said that, I was like, wow. Because, mind you, as I explained in the beginning of the video, he literally watches like anime all day. Like when we were at, like every time we went to school, right? The teacher would always be like, "Hey, can you stop watching anime and do the work?" Because he'd always have anime open. Like I remember he used to get mad when teachers would close his anime tab, which I would get mad too. But like, you know, that's why I like only watch anime when I'm home or like out somewhere, because you know how teachers are. But so yeah, so you know he I'm like, wow, like this is kind of an addiction. And yeah, so after that, I hang out with him for a little bit longer. He cut the hentai off and everything like that. I hang out with him for a little bit longer. Now it's about like around the time for me to go home. Like I really wanted to go home, and I was like, all right, well, you know, I'm see you later, blah blah blah. And like as I'm saying this, right, like I didn't know that his mom was like his mom was aware of his hentai addiction too. So all I hear is like I think I gave him the name Tyrone, right? Tyrone. So yeah. So no, I didn't name Levi. My bad. I'm sorry. I told this story like 1,000 times, but like it didn't record right. Blah blah blah. None of you need to hear that. So, you know, like, she was just like, Levi, what is this? And I was like, oh, what's going on? Mind you, I was still at the front door, so I could leave if I really wanted to. But, you know, I was intrigued. I was like, what is this? What is she talking about? She comes downstairs with his laptop, because he didn't have, like, the desktop computer. He had a laptop. Comes downstairs with his laptop. And when I seen it said like history, I was like, oh no. She starts going in on him, talking about how this is too much, and he's gonna get a virus on his third laptop and blah blah blah. And I'm like, wow. And so yeah, so now I'm like, wow, like, you know. Then she says he searched it up. I think it was like 538 times. I was like, wow, like, bro, I think the thing I search up the most is probably YouTube. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's probably YouTube. It's either YouTube or Luna. But I don't search it even close to 100 times. So like, for him to hit 1,000, like that's pretty crazy, you know. And yeah. It was real crazy, but he still watches anime now, but now he has like the like on all of his stuff, like his phone, his tablet, even his PlayStation, I think, and his laptop. Well, actually, he doesn't have his laptop anymore, but like they have like the parental control thing on it, so he can't look up hentai. He can only watch anime, and yeah, but. That was the story, man. That was the story about the hentai addict. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because it's a vibe. And, yeah. It's your boy Jay. I'm here to say that that's the story for today. Hey! Woo!